Belly been take it a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably feed the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of troops that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it ready to whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably feed the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
God damn, bro.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 22. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Oh!
At 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good
Like
after
that,
back-to-back
it's
victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And complete to Zach Ertz. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Murray gets the dump off to Pierce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Pierce. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Able to get this one to McBride. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them in.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Fucking Buddha Baker, baby.
With a pick. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They try out their charms in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
76 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 22, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Herbert now. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Oh, yeah! Intercepted Murray for the third time.
Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to Pierce. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again. But
Oh,
it's not
come
that
on!
simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Killing me,
And we'll find out here soon enough whether
those.
those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some room to run now.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone.
God damn it!
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, it's Connor. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Murray. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Murray going to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Murray.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Murray now to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second down and goal. Murray buying time to his left. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray now, 3rd and goal.
And my goodness, another interception.
Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. 30, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. They run behind center with Connor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. To throw again on second down. Murray flush to his right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey D.